And I want to add to that on why I think they will start to pay once we serve them papers. And because obviously we've had other angry people during this time. And this is going back maybe the old people from up to 2 years ago. And they the thing is, it was kind of a hostage situation because, again, I just want to get people paid. And, some delay is expected in publishing and reviewing works. Okay. But not when it's such a specific content that you're creating specifically for them with people that you have hired, you know? I mean, 3, 4 months for review, maybe, you know? I guess 6 months, but not 2 years. The reason why this is important is because so every time I would push with them and say, can you please pay, can you pay this, In fact, they would actually tell us how much they were going to pay per payment, whenever that would be. They would decide that too. And whenever I would complain, they would say, well, we'll just reject all the stories. Or, well, then I just won't pay for anything I haven't paid for yet. So it really left me in this very hostage situation where I couldn't really push back because then they would just reject. Now, of course, they really can't because we use a sophisticated database that tracks everything, and it shows their own team going into the database and reviewing the work. So, he can't really say that things weren't accepted, and especially once you've sent things in, it's sent back, it gets reviewed, then it gets moved up, and some other person wants to change. You do all that, and then it's like, oh no, we weren't really serious. It doesn't make sense. Nothing he says makes sense. And I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. So, anyways, so what started all this is that would be his go-to. Don't push or I'm not going to pay. And then recently, a month ago, it's changed from, oh, we'll just reject your stories, to, oh, we're still reviewing your stories. We're a publisher, so we have to be careful. Okay, one, that's incredibly insulting because we had an incredibly good team of experts of the industry doing this for him, while his team there were some good people on his team, but most were Chinese citizens with an English degree, fresh out of school, So the whole process was just messy, and I really should have stopped dealing with them a long time ago. But I guess part of the thing is too, I would try, and then it's funny because people would say, no, why are you stopping? I want to keep submitting stories. And I'd be like, they haven't paid you in 6 months. What's wrong with you? But everyone liked it, and most people really trusted them, and they trusted me, which is why I really have to pursue this. Yeah, and I already have. I've lost everything. I've given everything. I've pushed and pushed and pushed. I get death threats, from just few people. I get abuse, and all this time I've really have just been trying my best to get these people paid. So if you can help me raise $900 at first, I mean, maybe it'll go farther, to get him to pay for Phenix Publishing, to get a Hong Kong lawyer to basically sue Phenix Publishing. And he knows this too. I've shown him the death threats and the letters and people yelling and people screaming, and someone told me we killed their baby, which was not nice to read. I mean, I certainly hope he was just venting. Because, again, yes, there should be a pause in publishing, but he keeps using this like it's 2 years, man, and the project's been over since February, you know, and even then now he before he started saying that, he's like, oh, we stopped accepting works for December. I'm just gonna keep going on and on and on. Um, the guy's terrible. Okay, Tops Learning, Phenix Publishing, English. Don't work with them.